America, y'all know it's like Super 2, baby. Hope y'all feeling great out there, everybody listening to this. Now, y'all, let's keep it a bean. Is this Drake, UMG, Not Like Us, the whole Euphoria, 616 in LA, Meet the Grahams, like that? Did all of this affect the public perception of Drake? Let's really look at this. America. People were saying that the last records that Drake dropped wasn't going too crazy. So they were talking about No Face. They was talking about the Drake and Sexy Red record when he flipped the BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Then the Blue Green Red, the Circadian Rhythm. And there was a few other records that also came out with the housekeeping nose. After Not Like Us came out, there was a slew of records that Drake dropped, but he put out all of them on 100 gigs. Those songs charted for about a week, 2-3 weeks, and then they free fell off the charts. That's the new phenomenon with Mr. Drake. Here's the thing though, as we mentioned, those records came out on 100 gigs, ladies and gentlemen. So the first week sales, how those records initially perform, a lot of the times, how the records debut on the chart, you could get a vibe on how they'll perform. But those records, Drake just threw them out. He just wanted to get that first week data, and then he put them up, and then UMG took it down. They were talking about sample issues and whatever. I think we get a good grasp on what Drake was initially trying to do. Now, here's my thing with all that. We did not know what the 100 gigs was for. Right now, do y'all think Drake is trying to impress fans and go for numbers when he has this UMG lawsuit brooming? When this lawsuit is brooding around, do y'all really think that? Y'all, I think Drake took that perspective of F public perception, because his bread and his legacy is on the line. Drake been said that he don't want to be the first Kanye West. He don't want to be the first Jay-Z. He wants to be the first Drake. And we've heard Jay-Z mention a few times, got lawyers watching lawyers. Y'all know Hove, there's 18 layers to this. Lawyers watching lawyers. Lawyers watching a lawyer watching a lawyer. And then you got an accountant watching all of them. And then you got another watching the accountant. Okay, y'all, that's how Jay-Z moves. But have we ever seen an outright example of the lawyers and attorneys getting involved over a diss track? I don't think we've seen that in hip-hop, but also we've never seen somebody at with the success level of Drake. Now, here's the thing. Make sure y'all check out our previous video. Yo, Drake actually kind of stopped some records. Pusha T not being on Rick Ross album. There's a few examples of Drake hitting that pause button on some of them record dropping. Now, when it comes to even Jay-Z talking about he could get artist shelves and make them talk grand opening, grand closing. There was one thing with Jay-Z when he said he don't get dropped. He dropped the label. Y'all remember? On to the next one. I don't get dropped. I dropped the label. Is Drake trying to drop Universal? And here's the thing with this. When people mention that Drake is quote unquote falling off, I'm like, yo, we gotta wait until he drops his next project. Drake drop his next project, it do 75K, 90K. That's a bumbleclad fall off. But if Drake next project, he pop out and he do a 500, he do 400 or 350, that's a W. We see what's going on in the market right now. Anybody saying that this move is harmful to Drake's career, it's still too early to tell. You can't base it off of the 100 gigs drop, because 100 gigs, the songs that he put on there, all of those records, that's why I call it the 100 gigs drop. All of those records, only Drake has the first week, second week sales numbers for that. Only Drake has those numbers. Y'all get what we saying? And once again, he mentioned Numbers Untouchable. They got the data wrong. And I'm hanging on to that line. So when he says Numbers Untouchable, they got the data wrong, I'm going to look at that as Drake been telling us the whole time. So yeah, anybody out there making assumptive judgments about Drake's career, I think that people should, let's wait until Drake's next drop. Yeah, alright? But ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all subscribe to the Super 2. Y'all know it's Astro Aesthetics. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.